Welcome back to this week's Soccer Betting News Edition. I'm your host, Ayanda Vezi. With me, I'm not alone, as I always ride with Desh. Parthab. Desh, how are you, man?
How's it, Ayanda? Hi, SPN viewers.
Yeah, I can see you wearing yellow. I'm wearing yellow. Bafana are preparing to qualify for the AFCON. We wish them nothing but the good luck.
We have to back our boys, and hopefully we will see them in AFCON.
Yeah, definitely. They must qualify, man. We've been like watching AFCON, wishing that our boys are there. Yeah, but let's get straight into it, man. This week we get to witness Leicester City welcoming Chelsea at home. Chelsea are the side that maybe one can say, is it still too early to say Chelsea? They are starting to get those results, 2 wins in a row, and they qualify for the Champions League quarterfinals.
Yeah.
What do you take on the game?
So I'm glad you mentioned the Champions League form because it was, I think it could have gone either way ahead of that fixture. I think the favourites was Dortmund, and for good reason. They had won their previous 10 fixtures across all competitions ahead of that one. So it tells you the kind of form they had. Currently, I believe they are joint first in the Bundesliga, second only on goal difference.
Yeah.
So, they aren't anybody to take lightly. And, huge credit to Graham Potter and his Chelsea team for getting them over the line.
Surely this win eases the pressure on him, because the pressure was starting, some fans were saying Graham Potter out. So now these 2 wins, maybe they surely ease pressure on him. He's traveling to Leicester City. How do you approach a game with a team that has lost 4 of their last games?
Yeah. It's going to be a tricky one for him. As you mentioned, the confidence hasn't always been what it was for Chelsea. That loss against Southampton just a few weeks ago at Stamford Bridge would have been absolutely horrible. And, he did come out and he had to address the fans, address the media. And, there was Todd Bowley, the Chelsea owner. He has invested approximately £300 million.
Yeah.
So, to take a loss to relegation threat in Southampton wouldn't have been easy, eh?
Yeah. So people expected a lot from new signing, which is Raheem Sterling.
Yeah.
People, Chelsea fans, they expected a lot from him. He scored only 3 goals, counting the one that he scored on the Champions League. Does this boost his confidence, and maybe the fans can now start to rely on him?
Yeah, it was a very important goal for him. Chelsea, they did start the game really well. Yeah. And I believe João Felix had the first chance of the game, forcing a save from the Dortmund keeper. Sterling, he has had an injury setback. He started his Chelsea tenure off really well. I think he was very, very attacking. And we've seen him at Liverpool and at Man City, where he has proven to be an incredible force on that flank. And for England as well, he is an English international. He has the backing of Gareth Southgate. And I think he was a good signing for Chelsea. I'm waiting patiently to see how he does in the Champions League, because I think that's where Graham Potter might put his eggs.
Okay, you spoke about João Felix. His impact has been phenomenal in the last 2 games. Going into this game, do you expect him to keep up the same level of performance?
Definitely, his output is clear to see. He might not get goals and assists, but you'd really feel that there's a palpable change when he's on the pitch. If you compare his those fixtures that Chelsea played without him, obviously he got the booking on his debut, I believe it was against Fulham.
Yeah.
He looked really lively for about 60 odd minutes or so just before he got the red, and thereafter he had to miss three fixtures. Because it was a straight red, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah.
So I think he has adjusted to the Premier League. He has adjusted to life in London. So it will be interesting to see how he does from now till the end of the season. I think he will look to take the shot on rather than square to perhaps Kai Havertz, let's say.
So now I want us to shift our focus on the home side, which is Leicester City. Leicester City, they are finding themselves in a situation where no one expected them to be in this situation. I think maybe they are in 16th position on the log. What do you think maybe went wrong for the home side?
Oh, the alarm bells have been ringing for Brendan Rodgers for some time now.
Yeah.
If you look at the attacking output, it isn't good. I believe they have blanked across their previous 3 league outings, losing all 3 of those. One was against Southampton, which was actually last time out. Southampton had come into that fixture and plumb lost. So you shouldn't be losing to a club, like no disrespect to Southampton, but 20th place in the Premier League.
Yeah, they're fighting relegation.
Exactly. And with the amount of attacking players that Leicester have, you look at the quality that James Maddison brings to the squad, Harvey Barnes as well, Kelechi Iheanacho, formerly of Manchester City, he's Nigerian international. He hasn't been tucking away some of his chances.
Yeah. So now you, Brendan Rodgers, you're approaching Chelsea that has won 2 games in a row. How do you make sure that you at least get a point at home?
Yeah. For me, I would hope that he starts off the game with a bang. You want to be attacking those Chelsea flanks as quick and as off the bat as you can. Leicester, if you look at them, they are a club who has pace. Harvey Barnes is very quick. If you look at the opposite flank, Tete, he also formerly of Shakhtar Donetsk. I know that he's incredibly quick, and maybe someone like Maddison or probably Dewsbury Hall, they can look for those diagonals, get him more in the game and stretch that Chelsea backline. They do play with 3 at the back, and there are some gaps that will appear, and it's just who can take their opportunities on the day.
Okay, so Chelsea are coming into this game. Their last 4 meetings against Leicester City, they have been dominating. They won 3 and drew 1. So coming into this game, surely the team is confident that this is where we will get our 3 points comfortably. How do Chelsea approach this game, knowing very well in their minds that this is the team that we've been dominating for the last 4 games?
Yeah, I think Graham Potter will look to hit them on the counter. They do transition the ball very, very quickly, very good. So, and Chelsea as well, João Felix, I think within 2 passes, the ball can end up in the back of the net. If he is involved, I'm a big backer of his. I think he has what it takes. From what I've seen, I'm impressed. And he's somebody that can, take this game by the scruff of the neck and maybe force those 3 points, and put them in Graham Potter's pocket.
Okay. So, as you say, I want now to give me your prediction. How do you see this game? The scoreline, prediction, who gets the 3 points?
Okay, if I have to look at Leicester, they are really poor at this point in time, and Chelsea are on the up. I would say it's the perfect time for the Blues to play the Foxes. Last time out, I did say Southampton beat them, but it was actually Leicester's 15th league loss of the season, and I think it becomes 16 this time out. I'm going with a Chelsea win, scoreline of 3-0.
Well, there you have it from Desh. Parthab is saying Chelsea straight win. So from me, Ayanda, Vezi and Desh, it's a wrap for us. Don't forget to follow us on YouTube if you haven't subscribed on our YouTube channel. And you can also follow us on Facebook at Soccer Betting News. And on Twitter, it's SBN_ZA. From me, Ayanda, Vezi and Desh Parthab. Until next time,
cheers.
We out.
For more soccer betting tips and previews, get the latest copy of Soccer Betting News for only 10 Rand at your nearest Hollywood Bets branch or news agent.